welcome back to another video. I am so glad that you're hanging out with me today because I'm going to talk about one of my favorite stores that I can still go shop in, physically go walk in and look around and do the thrill of the hunt, the whole 9 yards. And that is Dee Dee's Discounts store. Now, I know already that a lot of you watch my videos and you don't even have a Dee Dee's in your area. I don't understand that, but I will go ahead and say it like I say it all the other times. It is like it was the sister store to Ross. So if you have a Ross Dress for Less store in your area, it's kind of like that, but just a little bit more on, in my opinion, better deals. Maybe like $1 or $2 cheaper off of things. That's just my opinion. I love the store, and we're going to get into the video. So with no dilly-dallying, let's jump into it. And don't forget to like, share, comment. And if you're new and stopping by, I hope you will click that subscribe bell because it is totally free. And thank you guys for, tuning in. All right. So this Dee Dee's discount haul was a good one in my opinion. I actually walked the whole store. I had a return. I had one little item, and I don't remember how much it was. I think it was it might have been $6 or $7, but I knew that I needed to return it. It wasn't anything for me. It was something I had bought for someone else, and it was too small. So I was returning that, and of course, I was returning stuff. I had to go check out the store, right? That's how it goes. So one piece of clothing, which is unbelievable for Wendy, aka Kitty Street, because I have literally just been saying to myself, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. And it's been very hard. I've been weeding out the things in my closet to where I have piles of things that are going to go into garbage bags that I'm actually going to donate to either the Kidney Foundation or, there's a couple of women's shelters that are up the road from me. I may even have to, send some of the bigger items to Goodwill. It just depends on, if I can't find someone else to take them off my hands. I have really been going at it, and I'm going to try to go out, the year of 2025 with a bang. And the clothes situation has got to get under control, which the problem is me is that I fluctuate. And, I wish that I wasn't that person, but I do fluctuate. I go up and down, up and down. And I also, probably about 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I don't even know, I just stopped looking at sizes because I have mediums all the way up to, I do have even a couple of 4Xs, which literally I'm about to get rid of those because they're a little bit way too big. But I have a whole sizing thing, arrangement in my wardrobe. So some pieces I just love and I'm not going to ever let go. And some pieces I think I'm going to use and I like and I'm holding on to. And then there's some very little that I've been kind of pushing out the door, but I'm getting there, and I'm trying to do like a winter wardrobe capsule where I'm trying to get things that I can mix and match. So I've already showed you a rainbow video when I did my Friend Mail Friday. If you did not see Friend Mail Friday, you've got to go check it out. Thank you guys once again for that beautiful friend mail. I had showed you guys these two. They were like leggings, but they're more of a dressier pant than just the tight leggings. And when I saw this, I decided I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. It's the only clothing item that I purchased. It is by New York Laundry, and I got it in this 2X. And it's that, what I call lumberjack, plaid flannel, whatever the name of it is. Just dressier for women's kind of look. Every year I usually have something like this, and it's like a go-to run around to go into the stores. In some cases I can wear it, out and about to dinner. This one has a little bit of bling bling on it, like I said, on the buttons, which kind of brings it out. It is a 2X, and I did try it on, and it does fit really well. I like these colors for this year because I have had, the dark red and black buffalo. I've had the black and white buffalo check without any red in it. Kind of shirts like this. I've had the orangey, pumpkin-y fall color ones. And I even have a pink and black buffalo check one that I've been wearing recently that I just love. But this one was a little bit different. It is a little bit more stretch to it. I think it has 95% polyester and 5% spandex, so because it does have some stretch to it. But for two things is I can definitely wear these with those leggings. I can wear this buttoned up or opened with a, black, red, or white, or maybe even gray, shirt underneath it if I want to do some layers. And it just kind of looked festive. It looked kind of holiday. you know, going into Christmas, but it's something that I could wear on into the winter months, January, February, whatever. I paid the most I paid for a top at DD's in a long time because I really did want this, $10.99. So that was up there for me, but I have, you know, I thought I didn't know about this New York laundry, but I remembered that I looked in my closet, and I remember when I was weeding through my clothes, I remember seeing a couple of those, and they were some of my favorite tops. So I went ahead and splurged on it. And yeah, $10.99, which still is not too bad in my book for a piece of clothing that I can wear. And I'll wear this, you know, if I take care of it, I've got to baby it. Because sometimes with the polyester, if you don't take care of it and launder it the proper way, it can get, you know, it can look old and get, you know, ratty right away. I'm very proud of myself because I wanted a lot of clothing, but I just got that one because I'm trying to be strategic. At least I'm trying to tell myself that, right? Okay, when I see these, I always buy them. This is the Maybelline Waterproof. This is the Very Black mascara. I've been wearing this same brand, and Lord, if they ever discontinue it, what will I do? I don't know. I always look for the waterproof. I didn't realize it's a 111, 111 right there as far as the code on it. But I always have to make sure it's waterproof because, you know, if I start to bawl my eyes out or get emotional or you know, watch a movie that's going to make me cry, or if I get really, really mad, because sometimes when I get really, really mad, I start to cry like a baby. And I just want to have the waterproof. Also, I try not to get all those, you know, the raccoon eyes, but I still get them from the black eyeliner. But still, I'm dating myself because I am a 80s baby. These have been, you know, they used to be like $1.99. You know how the inflation has just gone up. When they hit over $3, I was like, oh my gosh, my mascara is going up to $3. And now at Walmart, Target, you can look at these things about $7, $6 and some change. So at DD's, they're $4.49. And, you know, that's still a lot, but I went ahead and I picked up 3, and I have 2 already that I've got. I think I got them a couple months ago from DD's. And the reason why I keep these is because I go through these. Sometimes I'll get a dud, and you never know till you open it up and you start using it. And sometimes they're really, really, really great and they'll last a long time. And sometimes they're just dried out already. So I always pick up a couple of these and keep them on hand because I don't want them to ever go away, guys. Comment, let me know if you've ever, you know, tried the Maybelline waterproof mascara and even their eyeliner. I love it. I swear by it. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is something that I got that I don't have the wrapping on it, but I will pop up a picture. Because I was shopping, and it was one of those situations where I had to hurry up and get out the door before my grandson, who is 4 years old, saw me because he always wants to go. And I felt so horrible because he had, you know, it was like crack of dawn. I was trying to get out, and he wakes up at the crack of dawn, and he comes over and he's talking to me, and I'm trying to, you know, nonchalantly get ready, and his mom's in the bed still asleep, and I'm like, you know, go see your mom. So I put on my shoes, but then when I get out to the car, I forgot something. I don't know what it was. I had come back in for whatever reason, and he saw me come in. He's like, you going somewhere? And I'm like, yes, Glamis got to go to the store. And he didn't even speak. He ran, and he had on his like little underwear that's like, you know, boxer shorts that go to his knees. And he went and put on some Crocs, and he came running to the door like I was going to literally let him just, you know, come with me looking like a heathen. But I just shut the door, not in his face, but kind of before he got to the door, but I saw him. And it broke my heart because I wanted to take him with me, but it would have never worked out because I had a lot of errands to run, and I knew I wanted to go shopping. And my daughter's been kind of halfway using my car as her car is being worked on. That's a whole nother video to make. Long story short, I felt, and it's, you know, you can beat me up in the comments if you want to, I felt like I should buy him something that I know he would enjoy. And guys, I sure did. I'll put in the little picture of it, but it's this thing right here. And when I say my grandson is obsessed with Spider-Man right now, The darts, they're all over the house, but they have little darts, and his, he's so little, but he puts his little, you can put he actually holds it like this, but you're supposed to put it on your wrist and kind of buckle it down, but it's way too big for him. But even though the packaging, I don't know, I'll have to look at the picture. I think it said like 5 and up, and he's 4. I thought it would be okay, but this is massive on him. But I'm going to show you his Halloween mask. And guys, I'm telling you, when he puts this on and his mask and his, little pajamas, his little Spider-Man pajamas, he literally thinks he is a Spider-Man. And I am not kidding you. He is just so, he just believes it. And he'll go around the house and, do all those little Spider-Man moves and flip around and flop around and, do all these turns and twists. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it to have the energy of a 4-year-old. This cost $5.99. It did come with like 5 or 6 little darts. I don't think that that's bad. I actually have something like this, similar, but not, that's coming from Temu very, very soon for my Black Friday sale. So you guys, you need to come watch that because I got some goodies for that. But yeah, $5.99. I brought it home, and he was actually getting ready to leave when I got home to do something, and I barely saw him for like 10 minutes. Oh, he was going to get his hair done because I'm going to put in some pictures. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm going to put in some pictures of him with the toy and with his hair unbraided, and you'll see why his hair has to be braided. He really needs a haircut, and I'm always telling his mom he needs to get a haircut. But he had to run off to get his hair, braided or whatever, and I didn't see him for like 10 seconds, but he begged to take this with him, and his mom finally gave in and let him take it. But when he came home that evening, we played with it for a little while, and I know it was a good deal. Beat me up in the comments. It's my grandson. It's my job as Glamma to spoil him. Now, I went around this store at DD's to try to find, I was going to try to do that 49-cent haunt again because I was in that mood to shop. My leg was acting good. I wasn't tired. I had time. And as I was walking through, I was just realizing I missed most of the markdowns because I actually heard the cashier lady saying that they had did the markdowns the week before, which was when I was out in my cruise. And I know I'm going to be putting this DD's haul out. Probably I'm going to try to get it out by Thanksgiving or around that time frame. It might hit into December. It's just because of all the things that I had to catch up on it and post. But regardless, I missed out on the markdowns, but I did find a few of them kind of hidden around in places. I didn't find much 49-cent stuff at all, but I did find 3 items that I just had to have. Now, what was funny about these 3 items, now this is the first one. This is a floaty phone stand. And this is a flamingo, and it's a novelty stand, and they had, 4 or 5 of these. Okay, so this is the first style, and look at the flamingo. It is so cute, and you can prop your phone up in here. And then, of course, I had to get this one. This box is a little bit dented. The duck. What is this one called? This is just as a floaty one. Okay, so this is a duck, and it's, just the duck. Kind of look to it. And then they had this one right here, which is a toucan, I'm going to say, a pelican kind of thing. Probably, yeah. Floaty here. So they had all these kind of stacked up, on a low shelf. And in front of all of them, they had one that said like $2.99 right here on the price. And then the next price was like $1.99. And they messed up because one of them had 49 cents. And I'm like, why does one have 49 cents on it? And the others have $1.99 and $2.99 on it. So I kind of looked through the back, and this price for 49 cents, guys. I mean, I'm already, these are going to be for gifts to people who I know will love these. I'm going to be sending them out in friend mail for whatever reason. I might keep me one of them. I don't know. I may even use some of them for Christmas gag gifts because I'm always trying to find little things that are kind of quirky like that. And for 49 cents, you're not breaking the bank, in my opinion. And I know people will like them as much as I do. So, of course, I had to buy, doubles of them. So I bought 2, was it 2? Yeah, 2 ducks for 49 cents because I went through and got all the 49 cents ones, and I didn't even say anything to them about the other prices. I don't know if they were just put out different times or whatever, but yeah. Actually, I got 3 ducks. I think I got 3 ducks because I got all the ones that were 49 cents. So there was 3 ducks. So here are the 3 ducks. And I was just blown away by this 49 cents. I'm telling you, Dee Dee's just blows my mind. And then I got doubles on the flamingo. So here's this one, 49 cents and 49 cents. And then the toucan, which this one kind of came out of the box. It's kind of flipped out. But I got 2 of the toucans. And I would have gotten all of them. I would have got every last one. There's about 10 or 15 of them because I know I'm going to be able to, you know, use these for something. And this is what it looks like out of the box in case you just want to know, because this one kind of flipped out of there. But it was 49 cents as well. So I got 2 toucans, 3 duckies, and 2 flamingos. And you could add that up. It probably still, you know, if it's under $2 or $3, I think I did pretty doggone good. And I like the fact that I can still use this packaging. It's, you know, pretty new, except that one. This is the one I'll probably keep for myself. But 49 cents, guys. So if you have a Dee Dee's discount store in your area, check out those discounts. You look for these tags, because if you find these little pink tags, I'm walking through, and if I just see anything that resembles that fuchsia pink, I stop and I observe, because there could be a gold mine. Like I said, it is literally a big treasure hunt every time I go into the Dee Dee's store. Love, love, love those kind of prices. Okay, so then I did pick up this one little bag. And I thought it was going to be like $1.99 or something like that. But when I got it to the register, I didn't even look at it. It was actually $2.79. And I'm pretty sure, and I know there's a glare. I'm sorry about that, guys. It's just that, it's that silver color. Let me try to put it up really close. Well, I'm sorry. But it has, you know, it's kind of, they folded it up. And of course that all happened. But it's Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, and the Winter Wonderland clan, the three main characters that are in, you know, the Disney series. This is a really big sort of bag. It's similar to this one. And the lady was like, do you want me to put all your stuff in there? And I'm like, no, because I'm going to actually be using this for a gift that I'm going to be giving to someone who is a Disney fanatic like me. So $2.79 for this bag. It's not actually going to be a store bag for me because I never can remember them anyway. This one always stays here for me to put in the backgrounds. And when I go to the store, I'm like, ugh, I don't have that bag with me. Okay, I'm going to tell you right off the bat before I show you the next to the last item that I did find my good old faithful Harry Potter item that I always seem to find. And I, you know, sometimes I'll find 3 or 4 or 5 different Harry Potter things. But I have told myself, you're only going to buy one Harry Potter. You're only going to buy one Harry Potter item unless it is just something that you just, you know, have to have. So I saw, you know, different types of Harry Potter games, but I chose to get this one. I really wanted chess, but they didn't have that one. But this one is the Harry Potter checkers. And how much did I pay for it? It was $3.99. I love little things like this. I need to break out. I've got 2 or 3 sets of Harry Potter games at this point, but I don't know if I had a bigger checker. I don't think I had one, the big checkerboard. I know I had like a small one. It might even be tic-tac-toe, but this was a good price. I went ahead and got it. And I had to leave some other stuff behind. And even though I wanted it, I said, you know, I need to go through with what I need to go through what I have before I keep adding and adding and adding. And that's going to be my goal. I say this year, but it's probably not going to happen. It's probably going to have to go into 2026. Look for a video where I just lay out. I think I'm just going to sit in this room right here and just put it all around me in a circle and take a picture of it. And you're going to be like shaking your head. And I'm going to say, well, they were like $3.99. That's what I'm going to tell myself anyway. So I did find me a little Harry Potter item like I always do. I'm just, you know, waiting for the day that I don't. You'll be the second to know, right? Last item. And I bought this Christmas tree. It is the reason why I bought it. It was not that it was a really good deal. How much was this? It was $11.99. And, you know, I have smaller trees, but they're gold and silver and they're just, they look different. They're not just a plain green tree. I don't have them this small, but this is a 4 foot, and I really got it for my grandson because him and my daughter are going to be moving out right after Thanksgiving, and they might already be moved out by the time I do this video. And I'm not sure if I'm going to, I don't think my daughter's going to want me to take this to her house, her new apartment, because she probably has very little room. But I am going to have one little tree for him because, guys, he was talking about, I want a Spider-Man tree, and I'm not going to do a Spider-Man tree. But I thought, let me grab this because this is something that I can pull out even if it's something like, you know, the bigger trees are starting to become a real big deal for me. I keep doing it, but one day I might not be able to. And I thought, oh, I'm going to go ahead and grab this one. And the reason why I did grab it is because it was pre-lit. And I know the pre-lit ones can, you know, go out. The lights can go out very, very quickly. But by the time I bought a small little tree for $5 or $10 or whatever and put the lights on it, it would have been $11.99. So pre-lit. It's small. I will try to put this together for this video. My goal is to have, you know, it's taped up here. Do I want to open it? I'm just going to peek into it because I literally just picked it up. It was the only one that they had. And my grandson just said, I want a little Christmas tree. And I thought, okay, he probably meant like a real little one. But you know how I roll. I got to get everything when I can. And I will use this. I love to do Christmas trees anyway. So yes, it has this little stand. You know, it's one of those plastic stands. And these are the pieces. So I'm going to try to put this together. And I'm probably going to put this in his little play area because I'm trying to revamp that whole room. And, you know, just to have something just for him. And I know, I'm spoiling him, but he's not going to be a little for long, and then he'll forget about me and want to hang out with everybody else. Let's hope not. And if you hung out to the video to this point, go ahead and put in the comments 4, because that's how old my grandson is, and I am going to try to put in a couple of videos and pictures of him in his little Spider-Man get-up with his big old hair, and his expression of his, you know, his faith. I mean, he has this unbelievable, unshakable faith of what he believes in at this moment. And you know, 4-year-olds and younger, they just bright up, they lighten up. You know, well, my grandson lightens up my life. I don't know about other people. I really can't speak for other people, but I can tell you, I don't know what I'd do without that little munchkin. He is the light of my life, and I am so, so happy that he is here and he is being Spider-Man, and he can be anything he wants to be because he makes me happy. All right, guys, I know I'm rambling, but I wanted to come on and say, and before I end the video, let me mention that in the pinned comments, you can find the questions for the holiday exchange card contest that started on November 15th to December the 21st. If you're interested in, you know, sending in a holiday card of any type of your choice between that time frame, you want to look in the pinned comments and see the 5 questions that basically says, how well do you know me, Kitty Street? You can put those answers on there. It's an ABC kind of thing. You don't have to, you know, really strain your brain if you've been watching my channel. And even if you haven't been watching my channel, I think you can, you know, from what I talk about and the things that I discuss and the things that I say, I believe you will figure it out real quick. So I hope to get a card from you very, very soon. They're starting to come in, a trickle in here and there. I will be doing probably a subscriber Sunday very soon. I'm trying to get the cruise video out as well. I had to kind of redo some things and add some things in, but that was something I want to get there. So look forward to some card reading very, very soon. And thank you guys for thinking about me. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
You got this. There you go. There you go. You got it. Look at you. Figured it out.